allow some time for questions, and we are fast running out of time. So I've got this part that I add at the end. I can skip this if you want. Or do you want to know how to double your business? All right, we'll make sure that this pays off for you. A Google search for wedding yields 951 million results. Bridal magazines have page after page after page of ads. Wedding websites, the leading one has more than 5,000 vendor listings in each major metropolitan area. Every business has a website. Every business has a Facebook page. How are you ever going to cut through this clutter to even be noticed by the bride and to ultimately get her to do business with you? There is one way. Let me see a show of hands. If you can get the bride to sit down with you face to face in a meeting, how many of you can close that sale at least 25% of the time? Sitting down with the bride face to face, how many of you can close that sale at least half the time? More than half? Write this down. October 27th, 2015, Mark McIntosh doubled my business and changed my life forever. If you successfully close half of the brides with whom you meet, you will double your business if you sit down and meet with twice as many brides. Ta-da! Pretty simple, don't you think? But it is true. This approach requires a change to your marketing concepts and strategies. I don't want you to sell yourself. I don't want you selling your photography, your DJs, or your catering in your advertising. I want you to sell the appointment. I talked to you earlier about not giving too much information on your website. That's a reason you want to connect with this bride. You want that face-to-face. I talked to you earlier about sort of the autoresponder, the report, the establishing yourself as an expert. Another way to do that sort of a campaign is request our free report, the 10 most common mistakes made when choosing a DJ and how to avoid them, playing into that fear. The bride requests that from you. You're not just standing on your tooting your horn. She's requesting this report because you're now the expert. Well, you're not just going to email it to her. You're going to give her that report when we get together. She calls DJ number one. Hey, I'm planning my wedding. How much does it cost? And I need a DJ. How much is it? And that company usually says, it's $1,500. Thank you very much. Damn, another price shopper. She calls number two. How much is it? Well, let me send you our menu. Let me send you our price list. And then she goes to company number three, and she said, do you have a price list that you can send me? And let's say she's shopping for photography. Everybody sends a menu. Everybody sends the price lists. Everybody does that. Then she thinks this is how you shop. This is how you collect information. You collect menus. And everybody seems the same. And then she lines up all the menus. She gets to company number 5 and says, hey, can you send me your menu? And they say, well, you know what? We don't have one. What? Everybody has menus. We don't. We don't have a menu. We customize everything for each of our brides. And we just do it a little bit differently than everybody else. And you know what? We might be the perfect photographer for you. And then again, we might not be. There's only one way to find out if we are the right match. Why don't we get together? I can show you my portfolio. We can talk about my philosophies and what you want. And there's no obligation. There's no pressure. We just want to see if it's a good match. Wow, everybody else just wanted to send me menus. Focus everything on getting appointments. You know, the brides that are just calling and price shopping, and if that's all they want, you're never going to sell them anyway, so don't worry about it. Focus on those brides that are interested enough that they'll sit down with you, because you just told me you're good at that. You get them there, they buy. So focus all your energy on making more appointments. If your average sale is $2,000 and you close half the brides with whom you meet, that means every time you do an appointment, you stand to make another $1,000 in your pocket. That would make me want to make more appointments. It might also make me want to bribe the bride to meet with me. Take her to coffee at Starbucks. Depending on what you're selling, do something more elaborate. If you're selling guest room blocks at a hotel, let her and her fiance come in and spend the night. What better way to do that? Better yet, send a car, hook up with a limo company, and have them go pick them up and bring them to your hotel. Put a bottle of champagne in the room, and you've given them this whole weekend that cost you nothing. And it is something that no one else is thinking of doing. It gets her interested in you, gets her through your door. Get creative on this. Oh, that costs too much to do that. Think of what the results are. Think of what the return is on that investment. Look at it in these terms. Look at everything you spent this year on advertising. You know, the year's almost done for weddings. Look at how much you spent. What you spent on ads, what you spent on online advertising, what you spent in bridal shows, all your printing, everything you spent to get your business that you booked, and divide it by how many customers you had over the course of the year. You will find out how much it cost you on average to get a customer. You might be surprised at how high that number is. Like I told you with Renee and I, we spend $50 or more to get a bride through the door of the show. You may spend that much. If you can do that a little bit more efficiently, or if you can do it more often and get more brides in front of you, you will book more business. That's where you shine. This is such a personality-driven business. You want to get more. If you can get in front of more people, forget the price shoppers, forget the people that just want to text you, that just want you to email them stuff. That's a race to the bottom that you will never, ever win. Focus on those people that are interested enough, that appreciate your quality, that want to learn more, that are serious enough to take that time to meet with you. Set appointments with them, meet with more people, and you will sell more weddings. All right, I have given you a whole lot of information in a short period of time. I know for some of you not short enough, but let me just ask you a question before I wrap things up. After you've heard me talk for the last couple of hours about shows and all the things to do and how to do this, how many of you, let me get this right or else I'm going to elicit the improper response. How many of you do not think that you could grow your business and make more money by exhibiting at a bridal show? All right, did my job, thank you.